People, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. There's this adage that says that na person we know you na him go give you counterfeit, and that's the situation of Atiku Abubakar, who is vying for the position of presidency. His spokesperson, ex-spokesperson, have sent out a very strong message to the United States of America to extradite him to come and face his corruption charges. And this is coming on the heels of the primaries coming up in later this month, that's the month of May. We're going to give you full details of what he said and why he said it. But before we do that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. A chieftain of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Kazim Afebwa, has called on the United States U.S. government to immediately invite the party's presidential aspirant Atiku Abubakar for questioning over his fraudulent activities. Afebwa urged the U.S. government to extradite Atiku to face corruption charges and made to face the full wrath of the law. The former Atiku Abubakar Presidential Campaign Organization spokesman anchored his call in the interest of justice and the rule of law. In a statement he signed, the PDP chieftain said the former vice president should visit the U.S. and clear his name of all corruption charges rather than run for the presidency. Afebo recalled how the U.S. Congress indicted the PDP presidential aspirant for money laundering alongside his ex-wife Jennifer. According to February, the entire report of the U.S. Congress copiously indicted Abubakar on issues concerning money laundering. It will make judicious sense if the United States government is able to treat this pending matter once and for all by way of extraditing the former vice president to answer those lingering queries on financial impropriety. The United States Congress report on the investigation is too damning to be ignored. If we truly want to sustain the ethics of transparent leadership and positive governance, I am therefore calling on the United States government to commence the process of inviting Atiku Abubakar to the United States to face those charges without further delay. I am aware of the threat to my life over my strong position against aspiration of Abubakar and other northern aspirants who are running against the rule of play. I am therefore using this opportunity to plead that the United States government takes expedite action on this matter in the interest of the rule of law, justice, and transparency. The earlier Abubakar is being made to face the full wrath of the law, the better for our anti-corruption crusade and the best for our fledgling democracy. Wow, this is coming from his ex-spokesperson. And this issue popped up in 2019 when he was also the first time he was vying for presidential position, but somehow there were a lot of things that came up that time, and some persons said there was no case like that. And we saw Atiku Abubakar at that time go to United States, and he came back. Nothing actually happening because before he, vied for the presidency, as at then, most people came up and said, if you know that you don't have any case in the United States of America, pay a visit down there and watch how you are going to be arrested and forced to go through trial for your corruption charges. And after a long while, he had to go in company with, I think, Saraki was also there and other persons. Also, I could remember a publication far back in 2020, precisely September 21, where the International Consortium of Investigative Journalism, ICIJ, mentioned Atiku Abubakar, Nigerian vice president, and one of his current four wives in a trillion of dollar global, corruption case. And the ICIG, together with Premium Time and 108 media organizations, conducted the investigation by keeping tab on politically exposed persons, which Atiku Abubakar was also involved, and they did that in almost over 170 countries. And their purpose was to expose how trillions in tinted dollar flow freely through major banks swamping a broken enforcement system. Atiku's involvement in the illicit financial flow case was revealed in the Financial Crime Enforcement Network file. And as a politically exposed person, Atiku Abubakar and his family members were part of the person that they placed under close watch for the Financial Crime Enforcement Network, an agency of the United States Department of Treasury. A lot of other issues like that came up, but then he went through all of it. If you check out that particular newspaper, ICIR, you're going to see something like that. But after a while, the love of the people for him made those things to come to just pass like that. But shockingly, another person has brought it up, and this time around, it is his spokesperson. Very surprising. Ex-spokesperson. I don't know what he did that, made this guy to bring up this issue again. And with this issue up, there will be a lot of grounds for other participants, that's other presidential aspirants to leverage on this information and see why he should be disqualified because Nigerians may not really vote for him. And at this point, I feel that Atiku need to speak out, yeah, because Kazim has said a lot of things. Kazim Ibabuwa has said a lot of things, and he said he is not interested whether anything will happen to his life. I don't know who's threatening him, but that's what he said, that he's not interested. He doesn't give a damn whatever will happen, but that Atiku must respond to U.S. corruption charges against him. This is really a difficult one for Atiku, who had been waiting for, to become the president of Nigeria. And with this thing coming up, it will go an extra mile in frustrating his camp. But then, if Nigerians are not doing anything about it, he will go forward. But however, that will be a loophole which APC may likely use and get him disqualified, from running for the presidential position. I don't know what is happening, but some persons had believed that Atiku was one of the strongest contenders in the PDP that could stand the test of time, proving his popularity among the people. But shockingly, with this kind of development coming up at a time like this, where the PDP primaries will be up, let's say, the next 3 weeks, they should be through with their presidential primaries. And with this coming up, it will go an extra mile to really dampen his spirit and also give other people opportunity, to make use of that against him. Don't forget the likes of Wike. Wike is up for presidency. Peter Obi is up. I love Peter Obi because he's just, issue based when it comes to his political analysis. He doesn't really attack people. He doesn't even take advantage of what he had heard about other people. He's always out to tell you this is it, this is it, this is how I'm going to solve the issue. So, but then every other person is not like him. So it's going to be a big one day for Atiku Abubakar. We are waiting to hear his response. He's a gentleman. I'm so sure that very soon he's going to speak concerning this case. So let's just put our fingers crossed and wait to hear him speak. That's what we would like to leave it. Go to our conversation.